Amelia Earhart was an inspiration to women all over the world. She was able to take a stand in history by following her dreams and believing in her own self. Amelia Earhart proved to others that you don't have to be a boy to have a boy's job. By becoming a female aviator, Earhart changed the way people viewed the perspective of what a woman can do. Because Earhart became an aviator, which was considered a boy's job in the early to mid-1900s, she proved you can be a girl and do a man's job. Amelia Earhart, Taking a Stand in the Air, by Megan Gemelli and Caitlin Kernick. On July 24, 1897, in Atchison, Kansas, Amelia Earhart was born. Her first experience with the plane was at the State Fair, but she didn't have too much interest in the plane she saw. Growing up, Amelia acted as a tomboy. She later went to more air shows and started dreaming about becoming an aviator. Ever since she was young, she wanted to be an inspiration to all women. Earhart was focused on adventure, education, and looked up to other women with boys' jobs. There weren't too many female aviators at the time Earhart was a child, but since then, percentages have increased by almost 5%. Amelia Earhart has inspired many other women to become aviators and to follow their dreams. Because of Earhart's good works, she has won many awards and has earned a place in history. Amelia Earhart achieved a lot in her life and won many awards. She was the first woman to fly across the Atlantic Ocean as a solo aviator.
It's much easier to fly the Atlantic Ocean now than it was a few years ago. I expect to be able to do it in my lifetime again.
She inspired other women to learn how to fly as well. Earhart not only followed her dreams, but helped others accomplish theirs. Amelia Earhart always wanted to help people and stand up for what is right. Earhart helped others, did what she loved, enjoyed what she did, and cared about everybody she ever knew. Earhart stood up for what she believed in and helped women be more open about their dreams. She worked hard to accomplish what she wanted most in life, to become an aviator. She didn't care whether or not her parents supported her career choice, and she became an aviator because she wanted to, despite what any other person related to her or not thought. Amelia Earhart was always looking out for others and did whatever she could to help them. Earhart was a volunteer nurse for Red Cross, where she helped wounded soldiers that had gotten hurt in World War II. Earhart looked out for everyone, whether she knew them or they were complete strangers. She loved helping children, adults, and all people achieve their dreams and goals in life. Amelia Earhart was looked up to people of all ethnic backgrounds, ages, and sizes. She loved being involved with her community.
Miss Earhart, you are truly and indeed welcome in the city of New York.
Amelia Earhart accomplished a lot in her life. She has 3 published books about her life and her flying career. Earhart has been able to achieve many world records with her outstanding flying talent. Other than her flying records, she founded the organization called the 99s. The 99s organization is an international organization of licensed women pilots that promotes advancement of aviation through education and scholarships. This organization was founded by Amelia Earhart and 2 of her close friends, Faye Gillis Wells and Isla Lotscher. Female aviators from 44 different countries are involved in this organization. When Earhart and her friends discovered this organization, Earhart had high hopes and was very optimistic about it. This organization was a big step in her life because she got to inspire other women to become aviators. In May of 1928, Amelia was interviewed by George Putnam, who asked her questions about her transatlantic flight. They later became husband and wife, but Amelia supposedly didn't say yes when he asked her first. They didn't have any children, but Amelia and George shared interests and supported each other's life dreams.
And if the flight's successful, I hope it will increase women's interest in flying. If so, it will be worthwhile as far as I'm concerned.
Earhart spent most of her life finding ways to inspire women to become aviators and do things they think they can't. She did speaking and writing to promote women's opportunities. Earhart believed that women needed to work together and promote aviation for women. As Earhart was growing up, the popularity of flying was growing. Ever since Earhart was a young girl, she always had an interest in planes. One of her first inspirations was her first aviation instructor, Nita Snook. During the last few years of her life, Amelia Earhart acted as a champion for women's rights, dealing with her love for flying. Many people were unsupportive of Amelia Earhart's life. Earhart's parents didn't support her decision of becoming an aviator, so she had to work hard to convince them it was the right job for her. Later in life, Earhart left her family, leaving notes to follow her dream. Earhart was successful in her dream and accomplished a lot in life. Earhart was involved in many charities, including her own organization. Earhart never enjoyed house jobs and preferred to be adventurous and daring. Earhart's parents didn't support her decision of having a boy's job, but she worked hard to achieve her dream of becoming an aviator anyway.
When Amelia and her plane went missing on July 2, 1937, fans all over the world were devastated. Amelia and her navigator Fred Noonan were trying to accomplish her dream of flying around the world. Newspaper articles were everywhere. Search parties were sent out hoping they would find her, but still nothing was found. People were wondering what happened, where she was, and how it happened. There were many theories of how she disappeared. People thought that she crashed on an island, sunk in the ocean, got captured by the Japanese, and some even thought she was a secret spy. Earhart was a strong leader, and people were devastated of the loss. Amelia Earhart was a woman who stood up for what she wanted and what she thought was right. She never cared what other people had thought of her. This shows that she was a strong leader, had self-confidence, and was looked up to by many. Earhart took care of others and helped those in need. Because she was able to help others, many people aspired to be like her. This is important because to take a stand on something, you most likely had to be a good leader. Earhart has achieved many awards and goals. Her main life goal was to not only be the greatest aviator, but to inspire others. She loved sharing her passion for flying with women. Earhart has inspired women of all ages to become aviators. Despite the fact that many people didn't support her decision, she still helped out with her community and supported what other people thought. She worked hard to follow her dream, even if it meant leaving everything behind. Earhart followed her dream and even changed the way people judge what a woman can do while achieving that dream. Since Earhart had become an aviator, the percentages of female pilots across the world has increased. She stood up for what she felt was important. Amelia Earhart was a great role model, and her goal in life was to influence young women across the world to become aviators. One of Amelia's famous quotes was, "Women, like men, should try and do the impossible, and when they fail, their failure should be a challenge to others." This quote states that she was always sticking up for women's rights, and that was what she lived for. Even though men can do more challenging things, she thought that anyone can accomplish anything if they just put forth effort. Amelia has definitely lived a proud and courageous life. With all of her accomplishments, she was able to not only live her dream, but live it with knowing that she inspired women. She was able to fly across the Atlantic Ocean by herself. She won plenty of awards. She attempted to fly across the Pacific and accomplished her lifelong dream of inspiring women. Even though she is not here today, she is still flying high in the sky. She will always be one of the most inspiring aviators to ever be alive.